One morning habit that might be hurting your prostate. If you're a man over the age of 30, there's a high probability that you have some degree of prostate enlargement. And if you're over the age of 50, that number jumps to 80%. And the worst part is that most guys aren't even know they're in danger until it is too late. And they experience symptoms like frequent urination, incomplete urination, weak urine stream and dribble. They might even find blood in the urine or notice excessive urinary leakage. This is when they finally seek help. But the good news is that there are certain things you can do to put yourself in control of this situation, because most of the time these problems are caused by inflammation, which is totally reversible. And they know one thing that causes that inflammation is what we're going to talk about in today's video. I'm a urologist and pelvic surgeon, and if you're new here, I make videos every Monday and Friday covering urinary health, sexual health, and so much more. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and share this channel with your friends. So let's dive into the one habit that's causing your prostate to get bigger. It's not what you think. It's not necessarily eating too many carbs or being overweight, although being overweight can cause inflammation in your prostate, leading to enlargement. But what I am talking about specifically is something that most people do immediately after waking up in the morning. In fact, if you've ever stayed at a hotel or Airbnb and used their remote control, you'll see that there are multiple buttons for the temperature. There's usually one button for the heat and then another one for the cool. What's interesting is that the cool button actually blows cold air onto the remote itself. And when you press it, you'll feel that immediate sensation of coldness. And this is exactly what people are doing first thing in the morning. As soon as they wake up, they get up and they turn the cold air conditioning on in the bedroom. Now, I am not telling you to run your air conditioning during the summer at night or during the day. I'm just saying that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you should never do is turn on the cold air conditioning. You see, at night when you sleep, you lose a significant amount of body temperature. In fact, you drop about 2 degrees Fahrenheit from your core body temperature when you sleep. And this is very normal. Your body does this to help you fall asleep. What happens when you sleep with a cold air conditioning on at night? Well, obviously you're going to feel cold and you're going to be very comfortable and fall asleep easily. But when you wake up in the morning, your body needs to slowly get back to its normal temperature. Turning on the cold air conditioning first thing in the morning creates a shock to the system and really messes up your body's internal thermostat. Not only does this cause you to feel cold initially, but also your ego now starts shivering, because now your body has to work harder to get to that normal temperature. And shivering is a natural response to try to increase your core body temperature. The problem is that men have a higher core body temperature than women, and therefore we need a higher amount of heat to get to that normal temperature. So what ends up happening is that you wake up in the morning, you turn on the cold air conditioning, you shiver, and then you go back to bed. And if you're someone who has prostate enlargement, that chronic inflammation is going to lead to more inflammation in your prostate, making it bigger. So what should you do instead? Well, if you wake up at night and you're hot, try opening the window and using a fan. That way you don't have the air conditioning blowing directly on you while you sleep. And in the morning, don't turn on the cold air conditioning first thing. Instead, wait until your body gets to a normal temperature, which should take about an hour after you wake up. Then you can turn on the cold air conditioning and you won't have that shock to the system. Another trick you could use is that you could buy a physical thermometer and check your temperature in the morning when you wake up. So if you normally wake up and your temperature is about 97 degrees Fahrenheit, you want to wait until it goes up to about 98.6 before you turn on the cold air conditioning. Now, this may seem like a very small, insignificant thing, but if you're suffering from prostate enlargement or you're at risk for it, this could be the one thing that makes all the difference. As always, remember to take care of yourself, because you're worth it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share this channel with your friends, and make sure you subscribe, in order to take care of yourself because you're worth it.